No, not yet.
Good morning.
Good morning, our friends. Good news and bad news, but first I would like to greet everyone. Marina, Janice, Group 66, you are always first. Chris Krause as well, Leo Smile, Cindy Faust, and you go further.
Lily Rose, Grammy Deb,
And I
Kate
have
Posh, Janice Sabatini, M.A. Gomez, Sonia J., Mary Williamson. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Jenna Starr. There's some new names here that I haven't seen before. Misty Blue. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. And I want to start with the bad news. It was so easy for me to go and post the name of the person who was the winner.
On Saturday.
On the Saturday. It's opposite hands and I'm not coordinated. And Cheryl told me that I didn't post my information to the winner. And I wrote, congratulations, you are the winner.
And then I did it, thinking that she hadn't done it.
And her was removed as well.
Both of our posts were removed from that winner. But luckily, the winner contacted this morning and has that information now.
So my email address is psychicvioletta@outlook.com. Please send me email and with your phone number. Congratulations, Larry and Larry, yes?
I think it's right.
All the best. And so it is someone was trying to scam me, I think. So I was not answering that other email.
Well, you're getting some interesting stuff.
Yeah. And then again, whenever I'm looking a few days later after Brooks
BP, who writes the timestamps,
they are gone. They are removing them as well because I said I couldn't find the BP's timestamps. BP was witnessing that before, even when she was putting the stamps. So she's now telling me I put the timestamps. I'm right away looking for them as fast as I can. Sometimes I'm with the customers. They are playing some weird game. I'm sorry, I have to complain because they are my beloved providers. And it is so unfair because it is like I know that they let me to gain over 500 viewers lately, but the other viewers are telling me that they are removed all the time. So
I went through a period of 3 months where I kept on being removed from the subscription list. And I had to resubscribe every single time for 3 months.
So I don't know. It's not up to me. And sometimes they don't post my CC, what is the capture?
Closed captions?
Closed captures, right. Thank you so much, Group 66. Thank you.
They usually post that a little bit later sometimes.
But
sometimes it's a whole day later.
Whole day, yes, that shouldn't happen. So I feel like they don't know how to pull my leg.
I keep telling her that she's actually sometimes too accurate and they want to control sometimes what her visions are.
And Mitch McConnell just said that he is saying goodbye to the seat.
Well, he still has a seat for quite a few years, but he's giving up the leadership of the Republican Party in November.
I thought, wow, there is some struggle, battle.
Well, he hasn't. He said that he hasn't talked to Trump since January 6th.
Good.
And
he's not going to bend under his majesty. He's not going to kiss his ring.
And Trump said that he couldn't work with McConnell.
Okay.
But does McConnell now regret not impeaching and removing Trump from ever running again?
Good question. I have to shuffle the cards and see. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
In his mind, that job will be done by DOJ very fast.
Yeah.
And he's disappointed. He is disappointed in the DOJ and Biden. On
But
that
he
point,
had his chance.
he had his chance, but he didn't want to lose his donors. So he was kind of operating both sides. And he cut himself badly. Yes, look, shaky tower. He's upset to this day. Queen of work. His wife was telling him probably to do it too. And he negotiated. He was negotiating with his party because his wife didn't like Trump eventually. Even she was his secretary. She doesn't like him anymore. At least he has the backbones. He's not kissing the fat assets of Trump.
And he
Entertainment
supports,
only.
he supports funding for Ukraine and
Yeah.
Trump and
And
Mike
it
Johnson
is
don't want that.
today, yesterday they went to White House.
Mhm.
Today he's announcing that he's not going to be a leader. Something didn't work out his way.
For McConnell.
For McConnell, yes. He feels like the party is going wrong way.
Really?
Yeah. I bet he has a problem with Johnson and as well with Laura Trump getting
All the money raised will go to Trump.
to Trump, and McConnell was always making sure that his senators and people will be getting the money
Yeah, for re-election. Or
for
election.
re-election. So he is very, very upset to the point that today he said, "I'm quitting. I'm telling you that I'm quitting in November." He wants to do some shaking and make a statement. That's my way of understanding. When I was watching him, I thought, good for you. At least something is showing that he is not.
Well, there's a little bit there. I mean, he pushed for all that stuff for the court judges to be put in, and he stacked the courts. He just
He is so.
now you said a woman was going to replace him, didn't you?
And there is possibility, but there is 3 Jones.
Yeah.
Who are fighting for that seat.
It's going to be interesting what plays out.
Because it can be from Democratic Party woman that will sit on this. I don't know. 3 cards.
One. Well, this is for the Republican seat. 1, 2, 3.
No, I don't see anything yet. I'm sorry. There will be a battle, new beginning, new person. A lot of dirt we will learn meanwhile. A lot of secrets. There will be a shaky moments because they want someone who will be collecting money for the Senate and for the House. Johnson is not doing that for his people. So that way they are going to lose seats because if the money are going different direction, Trump, and Nikki Haley is telling the truth. He might not be your best option.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
User HN3YN9M1C. Will Alberta wildfires be just as bad as last year?
And we have to pray for Texas fires, so many fires, and it's close to nuclear plant. Mm-hmm. So it's very
in Alberta and BC, British Columbia, there are a whole bunch of wildfires still going on, but they're underground and they're still burning.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3.
I see the map, when they are posting, and it's red, but I don't know the dates. I think it will be still a lot of fires.
We're supposed to have a lot of
the whole world will be watching. They will need the healers from the whole other places, doctors and so on, and they will have to make good decisions. They will have to make, but this is symbol as well, like how many places when they are posting. So there will be fires. We don't have enough snow this year. We have all the time teeny weeny snow that I was shuffling yesterday. My husband was doing this one day before, and Sunday I was shuffling. It's not even not worth it to shuffle.
I had the leaf blower out. and
Leaf
took care
blower,
of it.
yeah, because it's when it's very cold, the snow is very light.
But what's nice about the cold here is that you can dress for it because it's not that wet cold that goes through to your bones.
Yeah.
As long as you're wearing proper clothing, you're fine.
And today is the warming up day.
Yeah.
Till 7 o'clock, and tomorrow it will be cold again. For the rest
MBG
of
is
it.
asking, will Navalny's wife be the woman you keep seeing taking Putin down? One, two, three.
I see her like a soldier in that when they are digging
The
the
trenches?
trenches. Yeah, so she will be a big time a soldier fighter. She will put a lot of work, a lot of love, and the whole world will be on her side. I don't know if she's going for the funeral because
She best stay away.
but
She still best stay away.
I know, but I was saying the same thing to Navalny,
Yeah, but I think maybe, hopefully he's learned her lesson.
and she has 2 kids to
And he wouldn't want her to do that, I don't think. Isn't the funeral supposed to be on Friday or something?
Friday, I think. Yeah, in Moscow. So that will be interesting.
Yeah, they're expecting a lot of people to gather. I don't know
Wow,
if they'll all be
wow,
arrested.
that will be something that will be really hard to control, and it will be showing the power, who is in the power. And her life, I said, it will be in danger if she will come, because that's what they do. He is afraid of her.
Mm-hmm.
And if he will kill her or arrest her, that might cause even more people against him. So,
And thank you very much for subscribing, for hitting the bell, for commenting, asking questions, and for donations as well. All of those things really help with the algorithm. And if you have a chance, please, I keep on looking at your numbers and I keep on waiting for 40,000
yeah, well, we are
subscriptions
very,
a year, hoping for
very
50.
close to 39,000.
But it would be nice this
They
year.
let me to open that channel to gain new subscribers, but then they are taking
But for a while there, they were taking away sometimes 50 people a day.
a day, yes. And so I was going down instead of going for months. That was for months.
Yeah.
Last year, it was like whole year, I couldn't gain any subscribers, maybe 100 per whole year.
So thank you very much for helping adjust the algorithm so that
And
it's
then
favorable.
Over a month ago, I was able to gain in 1 month 1,000, now 500. So they are letting me to be seen, and people are subscribing, but at the same time, they are playing games with me.
Judy B is asking,
And I don't like to play games with you.
Judy B is asking, do you still see Fani Willis winning the current court case?
I said that time that I see her, I remember.
1, 2, 3.
I'm not going anywhere. That's kind of the pose that she has. No, I'm not going anywhere. You don't have enough proof. So Friday, I'm sorry, but I found that her energy, that fighter, that the stubborn woman who knows that she was on right, she had affair. That's not illegal. But she didn't do anything. She didn't give him money because of, planning that he will give her back. So she didn't gain anything that way. And she wouldn't disagree him to be a toy boy. Like, it's not her attitude to put someone. Why are you laughing?
Well, I mean, her affair as adults is up in the air, but Trump has come out and he doesn't want Stormy Daniels and the other person, and he doesn't want
Cam McDougal, and
he doesn't want all these people testifying because it'll look bad against him. I mean, just find it such
and the tapes from under the bus.
Yeah, it's just so funny.
Well, he was financially secure. He was apparently making better money when he was working for himself. It was the rejuvenating thing for her. Oh gosh, they will be trying to backstab her.
Well, they do that for everybody. They attack everybody.
But I
the case
feel
isn't
that
going away.
It's not going away, and they will not have enough documents to prove that he was in her bedroom, and that they started affair earlier than they did. She is allowed to have hokey pokey.
They just try to ruin everything. Mary Williamson is asking if Judge McAfee is being threatened by MAGAs.
Of course. That's
1, 2, 3.
It's like arrow hitting all the time. So he must have a special protectors. Fani Willis has as well. Yes, they are all attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Surprises, stupid even. And he feels isolated because he's worried about his family. But, he is not someone that is afraid of fighting back as well. He was a taxi driver in New York. So he knows the life. He knows people. He had really good education to work with, like bartenders and taxi drivers. They can hear people talking. And he's aware of body language, how to be ready for situations. And then he educated himself. So, he is a very smart cookie. I like him.
Martha S. is asking, does St. Mary have a message for us about the next?
Oh, no, that was not him who was taxi driver. I'm sorry. No, that's not him. That was the guy who was running for New York. The older guy. The judge in New York.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
There are so many names. Martha S. is asking, does St. Mary have a message for us about the next president of the United States in 2025?
Three cards.
1, 2, 3.
The meter is like blockade. It's not that it's going well, because it's a scale and it's going up and down, kind of moving, and it's stuck. So I'm not seeing the good movement yet. I don't know if that means that the gas tank, it will be empty.
We've got a lot of rebuilding to do after that election. Hopefully it comes up.
Boy. And it is something I don't understand the vision. Dysfunctional family, good family, and the lady. So this is symbol of a woman in a seat, Kamala or Nikki Haley. I don't. The cards are saying female.
So Mother Mary is predicting a female?
That's what.
Or will it be more power to the women?
Maybe women problems will be the ones that will win. Because dysfunctional families, and it's both parties, will be united about the dysfunction in the family.
I think that with the decisions about in vitro fertilization
Gosh, that's so
and the other rulings, I mean, there's
stupid.
so many.
So stupid.
It's gone so extreme that I think the women are going to make a huge difference everywhere around
And we
the
might
world.
not know what it will be ticking in the future, the rest of the year, because about the in vitro, we didn't know anything until it came poof, out of blue. Even Trump is angry. Kellyanne Conway is angry.
Yeah, but Trump, I don't believe anything he says. He just responds to who's ever in front of him.
Yeah, no, but I think he had
You
some.
think he had in vitro
But
forbearance.
yeah, you know, she was not a young chick, and he was old rooster, very old. Well, not that old, but you know, to have a good sperm, it was probably very lucky, and that's what it's all about. And then even his vice president was admitting that he was using in vitro to have one more baby. So why not? That's something that is stopping normal people who are getting to the age that they want to be parents, because when they are young they don't. Sometimes they have
And
different
sometimes they're focused on their careers.
priorities. Yeah, they have different priorities, and they think, oh, we have still time, and then eventually they don't.
And hi, Beverly
Hello?
Layeski.
Layeski.
Now, when I asked about her one time when you were visiting at my house, and I said, why do you have such a special connection with Beverly? And you burst out crying.
Well, she was my mother in the previous life. So we have kind of very connected. We are connected, yes. We are chatting on the Skype, and we feel like, and sometimes I feel like I don't have time, like I didn't have sometimes time when my mom was alive. But I was always calling her 3 times a week. So I was.
Your mom?
My mom, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Suzanne Bornman is asking, we are having a fierce storm right now in Cape Cod with gale winds. So glad she's listening, she says.
Oh my gosh.
There's storms everywhere. I mean, the earth is just changing, isn't it? Mother Nature always has last say.
And it will be worse than last year. This year it will be worse, with the hurricanes starting and the fires and even earthquakes, I said.
Agostas, Agostas, 1. When will the DOJ look into Kushner and his criminal activities?
Yeah, that's, you know.
I already thought they've started that. One, 2, 3.
Sleeping bear, wake up. So springtime, the bears are waking up.
I think a lot of the stuff is going to change as soon as Trump gets indicted for some of these other crimes.
Yeah, when the Trump will be gone away, then they will be making better decisions, and everything is ready on the paper, but they are feeling like they are tied up. They don't want to
rock the boat just yet.
Not yet, but
many years ago, you used to see Jared in prison.
Unless he will run away to some place that he can run away to.
Yeah, but you said there was a very small window of when he can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, now, will there be a shutdown of the U.S. government funding?
Okay, I said that long time ago that they will be postponing and making some different rules, and it's already. Mitch McConnell yesterday was very probably upset.
Because Johnson's not moving?
Yes, and he gave up today the clue that he is quitting. So,
his position as leader.
As a leader,
yeah.
not.
He's still keeping his seat.
I said that Mitch McConnell will die on the seat.
He will be sick and he'll leave the seat.
Yeah, he will be.
Not dying though. You never said that.
I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, she disturbed me. I couldn't see the answer, but there will be a lot of, everyone will be interested on Trump, and they will be trying to be a good leader. So they might do some changes, but not everything will be closed. They will be not bad cards. So hopefully they will not be doing complete. People will be still working, and there will be.
Well, they're coming back to work on Wednesday, today, after an extended recess of another 2 weeks. They've had so many holidays.
Especially since he became a.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted when we were. No, maybe not you. I wanted to have a lot of days off when I was a kid. 3 days off.
So Johnson is pushing for a partial shutdown. One of the disputes is how to address a shortfall of funding to ensure poor mothers can feed themselves and their newborns.
Yeah, he is like
His priorities are so awkwardly.
no, because
weird.
Trump is squeezing him. And
But he's also in line with Trump, though, because of his religious beliefs.
they are so.
And Trump says he prays lots. Yeah, he prays for himself, not for the
He
betterment.
don't even know how to pray.
Do you remember when he went over to Israel and he went to that wall
Uh-huh.
and he tucked in that wall that you tuck in your messages to for prayers?
Yeah.
And he tucked in his little message, and I'm sure it was all about him.
Yeah, send me money because I need them desperately. And it's so funny. That rich guy is asking for prolong my payments for the court.
Oh,
because
Donald is?
Yeah,
the 30
because
days he wants extended.
He wants to extend it because he can't collect the money. He has 40 million on his pocket, 450 million, what he said, something like that he has in his pocket, and he can't pull them. Did Melania use the needle and thread and sew it? Entertainment.
So, Mary Leger is asking, when do you see Ukraine receiving the money from the United States? One, two, three.
I see some statue. I don't know. There is a symbol of someone very famous. So there will be some day that they will have to. There will be eventually King of Love. So on some president anniversary of some very important president's anniversary, because otherwise they want to just observe and wait and wait and wait.
Well,
and when they will discover that Trump is in the
pockets
in Russia, then they will start.
Even before he was elected, you said that they had a spy in the White House, and more than one.
It was probably one of my few first videos, probably fifth video.
Yeah, and I think there was a couple, and so you had
and
Jared
I said
in that.
Spy in the White House, and I said that the money are coming in the suitcases under the table.
And that Putin had wanted Trump in because Trump would turn a blind eye to everything that Putin did.
Well, if someone is in the pocket of someone else, and he's waiting maybe for the money from Russia, and they can't really transfer him that easy.
Well, in that book, House of Putin, House of Trump, everything was laid out in there. How he ended up being bought, and how Ivana played into that. Russia didn't want Ivana as the wife
because Ivana was too smart for them, and maybe that's the reason she tripped over the stairs. Thank you, Anne Bairme. This one.
And BYRNE, Bryn.
Sorry.
Iron. I don't know which one it is. Mary Leger is asking, when do you see small cap stocks going back up? They've been down for almost 2 years.
What is time?
What are small cap stocks? What does that mean, if you could write that as well?
Okay. And then Katie McDougall laughing is asking, Trump is going to pick Tim Scott for VIP. Thanks. I believe he is the sweetest kisser. I can't even look at this guy. You know, the way he's, I can do whatever you want me to do, I will do it. Just choose me. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
And Trump is afraid of him because he knows that he is so fake. He was so fake to Nikki Haley.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki chose him, helped him to become a senator. And then he turned his back and he's kissing Trump's ring, not only. And that's forbidden for kids to even guess what he's kissing. Entertainment only. And I think Trump wants him to be, because it is that he will appeal to the Black people. And he was running for presidency, so he will be ready to take over if Trump will be. I think, yeah, the more love he is showing, the better. The world is open for, and it's already written on the papers. I think he is checking him and writing some pre-marriage agreement. He didn't have that with Mike Pence, and he was surprised that Mike Pence was more.
At the last minute, he was honorable, only for a moment.
Yeah, but you know, he never was breaking any laws before. He was doing everything, and he was not that a kisser like.
I'm amazed that
Tim Scott is such a. You want to puke when you are looking at him, how he is kissing.
I'm surprised how somebody with over 4,000 lawsuits could even be caught that. I mean, he obviously doesn't believe in the law.
No, and how many people were hurt, really hurt. He didn't pay them. He cheated them. He cheated every wife. He is despicable. And people are still believing that he is an orange god.
Beans Butterfly is asking if you have a recommended book, movie, prayer, or mantra that you feel helps to make better sense of your visions.
Oh my. It will be in Polish, so I can't really give you that one. Since I was a kid, I was praying over and over and over. I sang the prayer in Polish. And then I was always asking for a good husband and good father for my babies. That was the only thing that I wanted from life. I was not saying that I want to be rich. Actually, when we came to Canada and my husband was playing 649 with his buddy from work, Mark, they were playing and I was praying, I don't want them to win. I don't want them to win. Because I thought, he is not ready yet. We will lose. We will be crazy and we will not be motivated to work to become someone's. And I thought that was completely disarray my whole life. And I was sabotaging the winning 649. So
how do you answer about making sense of your visions?
The visions, that was the prayer that was helping me to relax. It was like a mantra. It's in Polish, but you can say in English your prayers over and over and over, and maybe that way. And think about the question, what is on your mind, what you want to have an answer for.
Thoughts become reality.
Yes, and I was 17 when the first time I saw Jesus, and I was actually, after praying that next day I will be able to pass the test, English test, and that my English will eventually be as good as my teacher's English. She was our hero. She was ex-model from England. She was working in England, and then she was teaching us in Poland English. And I thought, well, as long as I can learn the English as good as she does, I will be fine. And she married a professor. So I thought, just as much as her. I didn't want to be too ambitious.
Your spelling in English has improved tremendously because we text all the time. It really has.
I know. The first time when I started texting my son, he showed me once and he said, "What were you talking about? What you were asking me about?" And the corrections were coming and I didn't check the correction. I just sent the messages. I don't want to complain how stupid I feel sometimes about, being.
President Biden has been invited to give the State of the Union address on March the 7th. Conservative Representative Scott Perry suggested that the House Republicans rescind the invitation because of immigration and border policies. Will the address go on as planned?
They want to remove the invitation.
They don't want to give them a chance to say anything.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, he will poke his finger to the heart. So he will say whatever he feels that is right. He has a lot of goals, good choices, and he will do a good job. I don't think they will not let him, because that will be, after a year they have. Even Pelosi didn't like Trump. She was always inviting him. And
that was so cute when she ripped it up. And he was so upset with that. And she says, it's just a copy.
Yeah. And no, but it was the statement.
Yeah.
Like, poof, in his face.
Anything. Yeah.
So it was so much fun watching that moment. Her way of knowing how to piss him off.
Janine.
I agree with you, Kelly McCall. Yes, he is a crazy.
Kelly McLaughlin.
No, Scott is crazy.
Oh, Kelly McCall, yeah. There's one here, and it's going to be an interesting question. Janine or Jeannie, I don't know which it is, Davis. Whenever I consult my tarot cards as to the state of the U.S. in the coming year, I get terrible cards. What do you see? And then I'll tell you what your cards come up. What do you see as
state of your...
The state that the United States is in the coming year? What will the U.S. be in the coming year? She did 5 cards.
3 cards.
Okay, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2.
I put 3. I put 4. Tornado. There will be so many disarray. There will be chaos. They will have eventually to change everything because it will be chaotic. They are hardly sleeping on it, sharing. Always ladies,
females
but
coming up all the time.
America will be in fire, and to make the decision. So it will not be easy to make the last decision.
But you also saw that the Electoral College will be taken care of and no longer a big factor anymore after.
And knowing Trump, he will be fighting. He will be going to Supreme Court.
Hopefully he's fighting from that. Oh, do you remember when you saw, it was on the news about that extra building at Rikers Island that's being renovated as a
room,
luxury.
kind of.
You saw another room being built in there as well, but it's going to be very luxurious for the staff. And the first thought that came to your mind was?
The place for Trump to relax there.
When you see him on a rock in a colder area, and
yeah,
hopefully it'll be his home.
Because they make some room and they took the government money and they built really cool place, one big sofas, big TV, and they were hiding this. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the place for Trump to relax there. And gold toilet. Don't forget, guys, to put the gold toilet for him, so he will feel
Spray it gold.
He will feel like at home.
And give him some documents to flush and give him lots of water because he always complains about not having
Not
enough water and he has to flush the toilet so many times.
And he has not ability to take shower.
Yeah. Anyways, Jeannie had commented that she got the 5 of Swords and 10 of Swords and the Devil.
Oh yeah, so she has even
Yeah,
more dramatic.
Yeah.
Be prepared that if he will be able, he will cause some riots all over the country if they let him to do it. And DOJ has to be prepared for that because that's his goal. He said once that there will be civil war if you arrest me.
Well, that's what he'd like.
Oh boy, she has one more page.
Oh, I take lots of notes before I come here in the morning.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Brooke, for your hard work. And I don't know even how I will be able to communicate with people, and good that this person found a way to Larry was able to
find another way by coming on the little part of the
make sure that you know that my email address is psychicvioletta@outlook.com.
Kelly McCall is asking about will Mitch McConnell last until November? This is his seat as well is going to be for a long time. I mean, he was just elected in, so he's got a while to go on as a senator.
Yeah.
But will he be in that position until November? Will he step down prior to November, or will he?
He said that he will stay till November.
Will his health be okay that he'll last that long? 1, 2, 3.
I see him with Pope holding hands, and both of them are.
Pope just finished a CT scan.
Yeah, and I'm worried. I said in the beginning of the year that they have to be ready to pick up the new Pope. Beginning of new adventure, a lot of excitement for him, and being more childish, being more doing some mistakes even, because the Page of Swords is symbol of doing.
So will he make it to November or get out before November?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
If it will be that they will be holding him in the braces to keep him like a puppy.
No problem.
Yeah. Big change. Not trusting his health and crying. It can be for Mitch McConnell, those are not good cards. He doesn't trust his health, and he was making a statement about age. And it appeals to Biden and Trump, because Trump is not that much younger.
Yeah, Biden brings that up. I'm almost the same age as Trump. Age isn't a factor here.
But how would you feel if you are sitting across from your table and Trump is asking you, I think I know you. You are Mercedes. And that's Melania. Gosh. That, the knife in the pocket or knife on the table will jump even by itself on him. So he is, and then he said, because Schlapp has the name Mercedes. That doesn't excuse you to mix your wife's name. For me, it was easy. My ex-boyfriend and my husband has the same name.
Mary Leger is making
Sorry, Richard.
Mary Leger is making a comment. Everybody who's listening to the podcast, don't forget to give a thumbs up. And yes, we do appreciate that.
Thank you. And I will ask you actually to give a thumbs up and subscribe and check if you are subscribers. We have to kind of win that battle.
Hunter Biden is testifying today behind closed doors to the House Oversight Committee.
Yes.
Impeachment inquiry into his father. A full transcript may be released within 24 hours. What will the outcome be of this session, and will it benefit the GOP in any way? 1, 2, 3.
It will tie up their legs, so they will be not running so fast. They will have that cord between the legs. Legal things, symbol of lawyer, being in a hot seat, but he will do everything properly. He will keep the balance above the, so they might be running on a short leash, not being able to run because with the tight, like when the baby is walking and the pants are down, they can't run too fast.
I look forward to Comer and Jordan being out.
Oh. But that's when the money are going, when the donors are giving money, they are going to him. Thank you, Lily Rose.
Healed Aries 46. We have an unusual amount of small gyms that have opened up in Northern California.
Gyms, what?
Gymnasiums, training.
Oh.
Are these militia training centers?
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
They should keep the eye on them. The FBI or FBI should keep eye on those places. Yes, definitely. Those groupings are recruiters for others. Negotiation, Queen of Love. Yeah, the DOJ have to keep eye on them. So far, it's not a big deal, but they have to pay attention.
With all the turmoil that's going on within the House Republicans and the extended vacations that's carrying on, will this backfire on the Republicans in the next election? Will it go forward to the next election? All these not passing bills, and is that going to make a real impact or not?
You mean that the Senate, the Congress will be staying?
What Johnson has done.
Yeah.
I mean, he has just delayed everything and had all these holidays and not passing anything. And are people paying attention to that?
Sure.
And will change their votes, perhaps. 1, 2, 3.
The bucket without bottom, so to drain the bucket so fast. Yeah, I don't think people will be going for them to be in the house. They will let them out. They want a more connection between the Democrats and the Republicans, and they need a healer. They need to heal so that they will be choosing people who will be more operative and more pro both parties, that they can work with another party. If they will be saying, I'm not going like Jim Jordan with the Democrats, they should kick them out. I'm not saying that the Jim Jordan will be kicked out yet.
I think the DOJ is waiting for Trump's decision to come down about January 6th and then go after. I'm hoping anyways.
We're just hoping, but wake up, Big Bear, and start doing some work. Vivi.
Now, is it Nisi Elders or Nikki Elders? You had a reading with her. I enjoyed our reading.
Oh, Nikki.
Nikki?
Yes.
She writes here, I enjoyed our reading. I'm looking ahead.
Yes,
I will remember what you said. I'll be strong and get through. Thank you, Janet and Tom. What a gift you gave me.
You are so welcome. And it was a pleasure meeting you yesterday. What a saint woman she is.
Is she?
She is. She adopted 6 kids. I was crying later, and I'm still feeling like crying. She adopted her niece 6 boys, and she raised them. She didn't marry it. And beautiful lady. Stay strong, Nikki. And, hope for the best, and be open for love for yourself, because you sacrifice all your life. It's not that you are feeling like they gave you so much love back, but it's still nice to have someone for you.
Lily Rose is asking, what's going to happen to farmers as a result of this unusual weather? 2, 3.
Some places they will know how to be ready for some making profits, and some will not be able because some will be too wet or some will be too dry. So they have to be looking opposite, upside down, and rejuvenate. A lot of them will be suffering. Queen of Love. Yeah, they sometimes working for love, not for money.
Mary Legere is asking, when will they make a ruling about Trump not having total immunity? I know time isn't on your list there.
They should have done yesterday.
Yeah, I thought you had it dragging out for a little bit.
And I said they will be sitting on the bench that is not comfortable because I tried to sit on that crooked bench on that tree.
1, 2, 3.
Time is not for me, but I presume that it will eventually bother them and they will have to start crying that they have to do it. It's not easy, but the excitement is waiting. They have to do it anyhow, to work on it. The journey is not going to be easy on them because they want to protect Trump and they know that that will upset him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Really? Yes.
Now, let's go on to another one here.
Marta Babnich. Why is YouTube doing that to you? You can ask. Cheryl is answering me that all the time, that I'm so correct sometimes that they are afraid.
Yeah, I think there's somebody watching what you say. 1, 2, 3.
They don't want me to have power. They don't want me to be seeing more and get some power. So they know that people are with me for years, and I know so many of you are with me. They are observing me for a long time, and I'm letting them not to sleep well. Oh gosh, and I'm talking about them right now. I will hunt you guys for doing this to me.
Now, Meg Floss is saying that Trump will be in New York a lot because of the court hearings. Any concern of violence in the city because of him? The truckers have already started some sort of a boycott where they won't transport items into New York. They want to do that. But many of them probably won't because their livelihood depends upon that. So do you see anything happening, violence in New York? 1, 2, 3.
Yes, but very weak, yes. So there will be some problems, but the police will be able to take care of them.
Which they did the last time when he thought everybody would come and support him.
He thinks that they love him, surprises, and New York will be safe. And then he will discover how little popularity he has.
I'm taking screenshots of the comments that are coming after this, but we have prayers. Do you have any grannies?
Granny's advices: sleep as much as you can. Because, the sleep is such a powerful remedy for everything.
For healing and resetting the body.
And sometimes I'm finding that I'm not letting myself to sleep enough, and then I'm tired, and so I can feel on my body that the change if I'm not sleeping enough.
Mary Legere has answered, small cap stocks are smaller businesses, large cap stocks are large businesses like Amazon and Tesla. Mm-hmm. So her question was about the small ones.
Small ones. Can you count?
1, 2.
The big ones are swallowing the small ones, so it is so hard to survive for the small businesses. Yeah, they are backstabbed. They will have to make good decisions to feel secure, and sometimes to feel secure, they have to sell the stocks to the big companies. It is so many small stores are going down like hell.
Your store is still, it's one of the only ones in central Alberta, isn't it?
No, in Red Deer.
In Red
Because
Deer?
there is in Lacombe one and in Innisfil another one. But there was so many, about 36 little antique outlets since we opened the store, and we are the only ones. So it is very hard to survive for the small stores.
So the prayers.
Okay.
Nick Coons is again asking for prayers for husband. Can't keep anything down, having a CT scan this afternoon.
Oh my God.
Today has been a week. This is the second major surgery in 3 years. And says thank you.
All the best to her husband, Nick, because I think that's his name. She may be using his...
Maybe using his account.
We are very often people are using the same account.
Fran 1066, prayers for her as she mourns the passing of her husband due to cancer 14 days ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And we wish that you're surrounded
condolences.
by his light and love and support of friends and family. Do you have
But the
any
good
words to say?
part is that he's not suffering, and you will heal yourself eventually. Time is the medication.
Ellen Bukima, Buikama. Sorry if I get that wrong. My daughter has miscarried and is going to try again to have a baby. She would hope to be a grandma someday. I'd like prayers for her health and a successful move for them so that they can be closer to her.
All the best to your daughter. I had miscarriage and then I had 2 sons, so it's still possible to have a healthy pregnancy, but they have to figure out why she lost the baby.
Justice Warrior has an 18-year-old grandson diagnosed with cancer. She's asking for prayers.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And Danza.
Our best wishes.
Danza Demorte, Dimorte. My grandma's not very well. Please include her in your prayers.
We want to send the best wishes, best prayers, best energy to everyone who needs our help, who is suffering, who is feeling vulnerable, sick, and unhealthy or unhappy. Because sometimes people, when they are even suffering, they know that they have family and that they are loved. And sometimes people are feeling very vulnerable.
And Philip Crilly has added one extra one, prayers for all the children in all the countries.
Oh, yeah, especially in the countries that are under wars. And we are praying for peace and for safety of Yulia Navalny. That she will be able to achieve what she wants to achieve. That she wouldn't be stopped and taken in custody like her husband was.
And artist Liz had made a comment, truckers are getting fired for refusing to come to New York City.
Oh, good. So there will be not too many of them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for your comments, and thank you very much for supporting Violetta. I mean, I've known you for several years since you started the channel. Mm-hmm. I found out about you.
It is not even 7 years, but it is coming.
Yeah, because I found out, I was watching you when you first came out, when you were with Leszek. And it wasn't until Leszek mentioned a few months in about Red Deer Antiques and Collectibles. And I thought, well, she's in Red Deer. And now we live 4 blocks apart as well.
Yes, and we have antique stories, so that's the way we met, and It's magic.
Yeah, yes, as soon as we met. It was immediate.
That was meant to be. Sometimes we are meeting people and we know that we know them from the previous lives and we like them or dislike them. It's
Through the eyes we recognize the soul.
Somehow we can be right away right or about how we like that person and how we don't like. Why we don't understand why we don't like, but we understand that there is some deeper connection. Thank you so much for watching, and see you with Cheryl. I will be Monday at 11 Mountain Time, but I will be doing video by myself on Friday evening, and I will post in Saturday.
So write your questions in the comments after this is posted.
As well, this one, but the one on Saturday, if you would like to participate in the freebie from Janet and Tom Burks, the half an hour reading donated by them. It's $100 value, and
That's 100 US.
100 US, yes, more than Canadian. So see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.